And welcome to the live stream, which is going to be a little bit different today. We're playing Story of Seasons, which is a brand new game. So let's get this one started. We're going to start with a brand new account. So shout out to those on the stream. I can see Chuck's already very excited. Great to see you. Thanks, Holla, for being here. And hopefully we'll see a few more of our good old friends. So let me know what you think of the on-screen skin. And hopefully you can hear everything okay too. Welcome to the live stream there, Jan. So I'm very curious to see how this works because I am starting a brand new game on a different account on the Switch. So I don't know if it's a shared... Okay, so it looks like it's brand new. It's going to go through the user agreement. We agree. And no, Alex, man, it's not Animal Crossing today. It's something different. Still a cozy game, but it's close enough to being Animal Crossing to be Animal Crossing. So I love this little animation sequence. You can see it going through the loading of each and every day. It doesn't do this every day. So this is only my second run through. And it's very pretty to look at. It's got the very watercolor pastel sort of colors. There is another game of this which I haven't yet played, but it's the predecessor of this one, released back in 2019. So yeah, this will be a restart just to see if I can learn from the mistakes that I made the first time through. So be prepared for some other videos which will hopefully give you some tips if you do start playing this game. And I wouldn't mind some feedback in the chat. Is my audio, voice audio, okay to the game audio? Alright, we're almost there. We're waiting for a loader to load. So, as I said in the video this morning where I did a review of this game, it is very story heavy. When I first played this through, it just goes through this whole... Actually, I might have to switch some of that off. You can't even see the dialogue with my little animating animals at the bottom. So let me just see if I can move that. So the great thing about this game is, whilst you can't understand it, just like Animal Crossing with the gibberish that the characters speak, this is gibberish to me, but it actually is Japanese. Oh, poor Poofy's waiting for the ads. So let me just see if I can move this. I'll move it to the top. I don't know if there's actually a good place to have this. Bear with me while I set this up. I thought I'd place it down the bottom. Unfortunately for me, I ended up putting it in a spot that's not great. So off I go into Stream Elements to fix this up. Now we're up to this one and we'll move. Might have to move this again, but oops. Just almost there. Just going to hopefully hit the save button, which should take effect straight away. Alright, that's hopefully a little bit better. So at least we can see the dialogue, especially the fact that we need the subtitles for this game. So you can hold the B button to rush through this. So it gives you the backstory. So Nobi's here is the main character in the game. He gets in trouble by his parents. He gets upset because he's been sleeping too long and his mum and dad get in on him. So some of the sound design is actually very good. So you get the gist. Kids sleeping in, it's the holidays, you get in trouble. Dad comes home, says, "What's wrong?" He's on holidays, he doesn't need to do homework. Then they both get on his back. Then he leaves upset. And then we meet the next cutscene. So I'm going to hit the plus button. It's not very clear that you can hit the plus button, so I sat through this thinking, oh my god, when can I play this? So you can skip it. So this is the first that we see of the earless cat. So let us know in the chat if you've ever watched this series, because it's been very popular. Apparently it was very popular in the States. It also was popular, funnily enough, in China as well as Japan. So a bit of a sequence here. What are we doing? He's dreaming off to the sky. Let's go to a planet. Gives the idea to his cat friend, who's a time-traveling robo-cat. Pulls something out of his pocket. And let's go to another planet. Hit the time travel or the booster pack. At the time I was watching this, I didn't realize this was part of the game sequence. I just thought it was sort of like a bit of an explanation of the game being a TV series. So here they are, they land on the foreign island. You would have seen this in the video. If you haven't already, do check out that video, give it a full review. So they convert into their farming clothes. In awe of the mountains. And that's the start of the game. This is where we sort of intro to finding this particular place in this land. And thank you, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So the name of the game, so Poofy, I can see asking, is Story of the Seasons the name of the anime? Yes, I believe it is. I believe it's, what's his name? The main character, which is, oh my god, I can't think of it right now. It's too early in the morning. Thank you, Doraemon. So here we go. This is the sequence. They find a kid, they help him out. So I'm going to skip this part. Let's get into the game. So good morning, Yellow and Black. Welcome to the live stream. It's a little bit different today. It's not Animal Crossing. So this is the first glimpse of the animation that's in this. The cool thing about it is every time you roam from place to place, you have to go through the village, and each place you travel from place to place, screen by screen, it's a different perspective. So it messes with your head a little bit. And the cool thing about this is the way they portray the dialogue between all the characters. So at times you have up to 4 people, if not more, talking at one screen. So you get the corners consumed with their dialogue whilst you can still see the center of the screen. Alright, again I'm going to skip this. And this is the first that we see the new farm. So this is the kids' farm. It's all grown over. You can see it's kind of unloved a little bit. And this is the first that you start to see the farming element. So Yellow and Black, what system is this game on? It's available on Switch. It's on PC as well, and I think it might be on some other platforms. It might even be on Steam as well. But that I say without knowing for sure. So as you can hear, let me know in the chat if you know how to speak Japanese and if you can understand any of this. So this is where he gets the idea, let's help you out. So this kid, Nobi, goes from being a bit of a lazy kid at home to becoming quite the farmer. Alright, so we'll skip ahead. So I kind of give a recap in the video that I did. Very, very brief, of course. Obviously, if you get the game, you get to live it all. And shout out to my son who got this for me for Kris Kringle. Wanted to try a different cozy game. So we'll say that we can handle it. And I must admit, one of the things I do enjoy about this game is the fact, and it's different to Zelda Breath of the Wild where I'm constantly breaking things. Your tools don't break in this, which is awesome. I know it's not realistic necessarily, but you know what? I've got axes that haven't broken in real life for years, so... Again, just skipping through the main story. It's very heavy on story, but you can, now that I know this, you can skip through it, so don't feel like you have to sit through it. And it's section by section, so you get an axe, you get a hammer, you get a sickle, so yeah, you sort of jump straight into it. You don't have to sort of necessarily work for these tools, you get them straight away. And this explains this box here sitting in front of us, which is the shipping box. This is how you make your money. So this is the equivalent of Tom Nook. The difference is you can't sell things except for once a day, which you just put things in the box. It's kind of like the overnight purchase thing, after hours box. So yeah, you've got a box to the very top there, which is the storage box, and the other one is the shipping box. So the angled one is the shipping box. So this is where it explains the soldiers come by every 6 o'clock or 1800 hours. And there's a turnip for you. Nah, let's skip this. So Prithvi knows a little bit of Japanese, started learning hiragana on Duolingo. Then had to. Alright, again, more stuff which we can hopefully skip. Oh, okay, we can't skip this part. This is where we have to give it a name. It'll be such and such farm. So whatever name you give here it's an A character name, so similar to your island on Animal Crossing. You give it a name. Let me know if you have any ideas of what we should name this one. So I named my original island, my original farm Anthea from the other user. So let me know in the chat if there's any ideas that you might want to put it in there for. Oh, sorry, thank you for clarifying there, Poofy. I didn't realize that it was a short for the little one, or tiny one. Oh, welcome to the live stream there, Jared. I wonder if this will fit, actually. Oh, I can't fit it. So I was going to go with my original island name. Oops. You have to enter a name. Name your island hero. I can go with that. So it'll be called Hero Farm. Oh yes, and happy birthday, Jared. I forgot it was your birthday. Great time to have a birthday. I don't know if you let me know if you don't agree. Is it a good or a bad time to have a birthday around Christmas time? AG Nation. AG Nation is the... that will fit. What does Shiro mean? Do a quick search on what Shiro means. A castle. Oh, I like that one. So it's a castle farm. It makes sense. It goes with the storyline. Quickly see if there's any other votes or mentions of what we should name it. Shirk is white. Oh, we're getting all these Japanese. Thanks, Poofy. So we'll go with Shiro. I think I like that one. Thank you for voting, though. Alright, here we go. We can go back to skipping. The vitals are done. The farm is named. Alright, so this is a part of the storyline where these guys go scoping out and surveying the island. You get a tutorial, so you do have to sleep every day to recharge your energy. Oshiro also means white. Okay. So unlike Animal Crossing, you do get the option of the old school saving. You get 3 save slots, and the cool thing about this is that you can save it as often as you want. So if you quit the game without saving, obviously you lose your progress, but this is a way of gaming the game. So let's start with the first slot. So the good thing is if you make a mistake or regret doing something, you can always quit and restart from your last save point. It's the only colour that you can think of in Japanese. The only colour that I know is Midori, which coincidentally is the same as the drink. Which is green, by the way. Alright, so we get some more dialogue here. Okay, so this is where you get the first view of the map. So it's a pretty big place. It is an island, I guess, in its own right. But the way you travel is you literally walk from town by town or section by section. And the cool thing is that you get to see, it's very communal, this game. So you'll see where people move to, you can follow things, and just like Zelda, if anyone's played Zelda before, some of the characters that move from place to place actually stay true to their path. So when someone finishes when the soldier finishes collecting the money at 6 o'clock, you can follow them through screen by screen as they progress from your farm to the castle. And here's the thing as well, so you get a bunch of to-dos to do every day. You get requests, you get achievements that you can unlock. So this is the great thing about it, it gives you purpose. Animal Crossing can be a little bit open-ended, a little bit too open. So you get daily tasks, and as you progress through the story you get little checkpoints. Alright, so even he's agreed that we need to skip this for next time. Yes. There you go, one of the few words that I know. So as you can see, you're kind of spammed to start off with the storyline. The cordless can phone. Well, I missed this completely. I didn't even know that was there. And this is another cool element of the game. If you've got a partner or a friend or family that wants to play and help you with this, it's a really good casual way of getting them involved with the game if they want to help and just have a go. Check the to-do list. Now the lesson learned from this for me in particular was that I did farm, so I'll show you around the farm. This is what it looks like overgrown. So there's a lot of stones, a lot of weeds to pick up. There's no leaf. Actually, there is a leaf in the game, but I haven't met them. Apparently there's a character called Leaf. So you've got two sections. You've got this smaller section here, and you've got this larger section. So you can clear this whenever you feel you want to, as you sort of clear space. I'd recommend not clearing it all because you do need some of these resources later on, but you can't. It's a kind of a catch-22. You need to sell some of this to make money to buy new stuff, but you don't want to clear it off because these don't respawn. The only things that respawn that I've noticed are the weeds. So let's have a look at... So these are the stats. You get your mini-map that you can see all things. You can see little exclamations of places you haven't visited yet. And yes, Chuck, they don't seem to be too upset at running away from home. So the inventory, you get a backpack and a tool pouch. They're two independent items. I kind of didn't cover this off, but you can set your favorites to your tool. So this is kind of like your tool ring, which I prefer, to be honest. So I can use the hoe to put it down. I like to put, because it's ground, I put it on the ground. Makes sense to me. This one can be used as a collecting tool, but I'll use this as a watering can to water. And let's put the turnips. So you might be able to see there's a faint outline, so there's an orange, the fact that it's a favorite. So let's go back for a second. So if I hit the directional buttons on the left and right, I'm able to quickly switch, but then you can also use the left and right to toggle through them. So if I, for example, wanted a watering can, then I could quickly go to the hammer by hitting the left. So let's use this hammer and break some of this. So this is the largest of the rocks, so this takes... Actually, that's the second largest, sorry, I lie. The controls are a little bit getting used to. It highlights them as you find them. Now, you can't necessarily do anything with those. You'd think you'd be able to pick these sticks up, right? Animal Crossing style, but you can't. You need to axe them. So let's cut this, and then you get wood. So we'll collect this, a little bit of this. So the one thing we do need to do is plant this turnip. So to plant, you need to sort of prepare the soil. I like to work in threes because it kind of works. And you can see every time I'm using this tool, you can see my heart depleting. So let's plant some seeds. So you can see that there's seeds there. Let's water the seeds. Now you can see that my watering can at the moment is empty. Now what I did find cool is that you can fill up your watering can from this local pond, which I'll do. And now that we've got water in our can, we can... And there you go. Love the fact that the soil turns darker, which is a great aid to know that you've done something. And you can't overwater, so I'm hitting the Y button now. I can't water anything that's not needing to be watered. So let's break up some of this stuff. So depending on your work methods, you can... So I had to break 3 stones, which I've done, and I need to chop one tree down. So I'd be curious, Jan, you said you've played this, but you start the demo in a progressed state? Alright, so let's chop down a tree, because we're supposed to. Before we do that though, let me just check to see the to-do list. So you can see here that you've got quest every day. So I've got a task there to chop down a tree, which I completely ignored the first time through. I noticed that I was doing it anyway, but I was kind of progressing in other areas that I didn't need to. So let's chop down a tree. Again, you get these little highlights, a little stroke that goes around things that are important. So you can see the tree gets chopped down. You leave a stump, which you can choose to collect or not. I'm going to leave that there because I often just chopped it, but I'll leave it for another time. And Chuck is saying, what are all the other kids doing? So the kids have actually, the other kids, so they're the friends of Nobi, have gone off and got themselves jobs. So they're actually doing jobs and getting paid anyway, which is part of the community. So what I might do is check my list again, and let's look at the to-do list. So we need to harvest any crop 5 times. So let's just do that. And let's quickly switch to our watering can. So this is only needing to be done once a day, so you can water your stuff. A bit of the surrounds here, so we've got our local water. So again, I don't need to fill it up right now, but I will because I'm here. Top up my water from my watering can. This is the area for the chicken coop. So you can buy a chicken. Oh, welcome to the live stream there, Wolfgang. And thank you so much for the special mention, special shirt by Sable. This is where the cattle go. So there's 3 types of cattle that go in here. I guess there's the sheep, the cow, and the alpaca. I didn't mention it as well in the video, is that you can also breed animals. So you can buy them ready-made, a fully grown one, or you can breed them as well, which I haven't yet breeded or bred. So I'm going to go out into the town, which is, I didn't do this for a while, so I'm going to venture off to, now that I know how to move around. Now again, you see different elements, like the perspective will change. So this is the main grocery area, so this is the grocer. So he's a very... Now what's interesting here is that the grocer is said to be closed or unavailable at the moment. So let's have a look at what time it is. So the voice acting is so adorable. So yeah, as you progress through the game, you'll have little question marks over the characters' names because he's not yet, and now he's gone from question mark to now Mary once they introduce themselves. The cow already knows they're a cow. And the puns in this game actually carry through, which I don't know if it's a Japanese thing or whether it's this style, but the puns that you get like in Animal Crossing are very evident here as well. So it says holy cow, and sheep too, and a long-necked sheep. So Nobi's meeting an alpaca for the very first time. So there's Kurlos, Tipper and Reese that I named in my other island. Ah, here we go. So this is the big sister of Mary, who's the shop owner. So this is Sally. So I'm going to skip through some of this. So yeah, so Mary sells the fodder, which is the food for the cattle. You've got milkers as well as shears for the sheeping, or the sheep, or alpaca as well. We get interrupted. Oh, there we go, we got a bug net. So no crafting of bug nets. Alright, so now that I can, what I can do is go into the... Oh, the other thing I'd mention as well is you can see at the bottom right of the screen, you can see that I've got my tool pouch, which I can rotate through with left and right. Then if I hit the ZR, it'll switch to your backpack. Now this is an element of the game which I love, is that characters are just doing their job. So right now they've just come back from lunchtime at home. So they do their job, they go back to eat at lunch and come back out. So see, it's 2:30, they're going back to their jobs. What was I doing? I was about to set up my net. Oh, actually she said she had a net but didn't give it to me. Oops, wrong place. So I was busy reading your comment there, Chuck. Potential love interest. I think that's one thing that's not in this game. So you may or may not be disappointed with that. But there's no love interest as opposed to some of the other cozy games that I've found anyway. Alright, so we've got our bug net. Again, skipping forward. You guys know how to catch bugs. It's a little bit different. There is still the potential of scaring bugs. So as you can see, you get these little, sometimes unknown achievements. So just playing the game, you unlock them. So I'm going to head to the tackle shop now that I know, because I know how the game plays. So you'll see at the bottom left of the screen as well, you get little milestones achieved. So you can see they visited a particular place for the first time, so you get a little achievement unlocked for that. So we're off to go and see this guy here, who I think his name is Kia, or Kyo. Looks a bit manic.
忙しい忙しい。
ごめんください。
おっと、お客さんか。釣り屋へいらっしゃい。お兄ちゃん、見かけない顔だが。
僕、のび太。今それでいろいろなところを見て回ってここはどういうお店なの？
So I'm just staying quiet so you can listen to this guy
よ
talk.
くぞ聞いてくれた。ここは釣り屋スイースイ。そして俺は店主の
釣り屋さんか。釣り屋さん。
巻き餌だな。巻くと珍しい魚が釣りやすくなるぜ。釣りをするときはぜひ。
うん、わかった。それにしても。
なんだ？俺の顔に。
大したことじゃないんだけど。
And again, there's subtle humor in the game as well. So he said, "Is there something on my face?"
そりゃ、俺はアイス付属だからな。
Now this is where you get explained about the fact that there's different races. So it's kind of similar to Zelda where you've got the different types of people. So they're not all humans here. They're all different animals as well.
そんなわけで。
へえ、アイス付属ってすごいんだね。
So this is an ISEF.
僕。
しかし、しまったな。せっかく。
オリ？
俺の一人息子かみさんのルルは今入院中で。
ただいま。
So I might just take off that off the screen there for a bit, actually. So bear with me while I take this off screen. So I'll just save that for a second. Hopefully that will just disappear.
ナイスタイミングだ。今、のび太がうちに来ていた。ほら、挨拶だ。
のび太さん？
How cute is this little penguin thing?
そう、のび太さん。僕はオリだよ。よろしく。
仲良くしてやってくれ。親バカかもしれないが、オリはめちゃくちゃいい子だぞ。
So you don't have to dig up manila clams and have to craft bait. You can buy ready-made bait. It comes in two different forms, so I'll show you that in a sec. Which gives you the chance to get rarer fish.
おっと、そうだ。巻き餌の話をしておいて、肝心の釣り。
もしかして。
So there you go. So you get some more freebies. You get a fishing rod for free, a net for free.
用意しておくから、後で取りに。
わーい、やっぱ
So you get the loading screen every so often, but there you go, you get another check saying hi to the tackle shop. So you get a sense of achievement with this game. So here's the fishing rod, let's grab it, don't need a lesson. You can also have a look at the shop, so let's have a look, we can buy some ground bait. We've got 500 coins somehow, so let's buy some ground bait. And buy some OK ground bait, which is a little bit misleading. So there's ground bait, which is cheaper than OK ground bait, but ground bait is not as good as OK. Alright, so we've got $350 left. So yeah, there's various spots that you can use your fishing rod, so let's grab it. Actually, he didn't even give it to us, did he? I think you have to get taught how to use it. So yeah, all your tools start off as old. Then you can upgrade it to the next level up is a copper, and then you can get the copper from mining. Alright, let's skip. So you can get at various spots, rivers, lakes, and the sea. Wherever you can see the shadows of fish. Alright, so there you go. Now we've got a fishing rod we can pull out. The actions are the same, so you tend to use the Y button to take action on things. And as the fish circle around, one of them goes from a shadow to being more dark, a black colour. And that's... oh! I think I caught a weed. So again, if you watch carefully... oh, that's the other thing, is you can zoom in and out as you see, as you want. So there we go, they've got a fish has appeared. So it only rumbles. There you go, something familiar. And again, another element of the game that I love is the fact that you get sizing. Maybe one day we'll be able to use that boat. Or just moonwalk. So yeah, I haven't found any boots, tin cans or tyres yet, Chuck. But it certainly occasionally catches. So the cool thing about this is that as you move around things, you might catch... so you can see the little highlights, so you can find things on the beach that you can sell. So there's things that you might think that you can collect, but you can't collect those things. You start to get an eye for what you can and can't grab. So this thing I can grab, I know that. And at times I feel like everything's far away, but it all seems to lead back to your farm, which is kind of cool. So let's have a look over here. Whilst I've got some things in my pockets, I'm going to go and put some things in storage. So there's the guy now, it's 5 o'clock. Let's sell some stuff. And we've got a turnip to grow as well, so let's do that quickly. So we don't need to... we'll switch to backpack, put the turnip, let's take it out, and... actually I need to hoe the ground. Actually, I don't think I need to. I think it's already made. Let's sell it. And the same thing with this, if I open this storage, I've got 30 minutes to go. You get an indication, so $20 or coins. The flounder will vary in price, so each fish or bug, depending on how big they are, will be a variable price. So again, it gives you incentive to try and buy and find better things to catch. So I'll just wait here for a second. Whilst we do that, let's quickly go fishing again. Good thing about this fishing spot, it's really close to the storage to ship things off. So I've got 20 minutes. Each second, or rather every minute in the game is just over a second. So yeah, each hour in the game is about a minute and a half. Alright, we've got 3 minutes to go. Quick, quick, quick. Got a catfish. Let's quickly go to the storage, or rather the shipping container. So let's send that over. And we'll wait for this guy. So there you go. So he's given us the money. So we've got 1,200 coins. And yeah, so this guy's on a mission. He'll go back to his castle and you can follow him all the way. They don't just disappear. So whilst he disappears from this screen, he'll just honor his target destination. And as I covered off in the video as well, you get different times for each store. And there you go, as soon as it turns late, so 6:30, for those that really like cherry blossoms, the spring season lasts a long time, more than 10 days, like it is in Animal Crossing. So you get to enjoy the pink cherry blossoms a little bit longer. So we've got another achievement there for visiting a new area of the map. So if we look at the map quickly, still a few places we haven't visited yet. The Plaza, the Chitter Chirp Woods, and Shiro Farm is where we are. So yeah, I haven't lasted long enough yet, Poofy, to know whether it's literally like a 90-day season. I think it is, and I think it's dependent on when you start the game. So I've just started it. It's not spring here. I guess it's winter for you guys. To answer your question, Poofy, can you design? You can design.
Konnichiwa.
So these guys are still working late.
いらっしゃい。見かけない顔だね。さては、あんたがたけしの
So
友
this is
達だ
another
ね。
type of like elf
私には聞
person.
いているよ。
のび太だよ。よろしく。
はい、よろしく。
But this is where you can design things.
あともう一人が。おい、オリバー。
Oriva.
たけしの友達が来たんだ。挨拶しなよ。
It says the Japanese don't use an R, so it's an L, so it's Oriva.
失礼。設計にオリバーだ。よろしく頼む。
Just like lemonade is
オリバー
ramune.
さん。ところで、ジャイアンを
そう。ここは大工屋だ。僕たちは二人で大工。ベルが。
なんだ。
Skip through here. These guys fight a lot.
まあ、とにかくお金と材料さえ持ってきてくれれば。
木材なども売っている。材料を揃えるのが大変だ。
So we'll go through the save. This isn't necessarily saving, sorry, it's just going through a progress. So we've got a hi, say hi to the workshop completed. And because it's like 7 o'clock at night now, they get on with their day. So they live a natural life somewhat. So she's still working. He's preparing dinner. And if I've got enough time, I'll be able to rush back to my house before 8 o'clock to eat with my friends. So we'll see if we can look at it the next day there, Poofy, to see what you can. There's different styles. There's like classic, winter. There's different decor that you can get. So if you like that element of the game, it's definitely in the game. So what's upstairs? You can go to their upstairs quarters. You can have a look at their bedrooms. Again, I've got 11 minutes. Quick. So each minute is almost a second. So it's kind of a bit... I've got... This is my dedicated spot. So I made it just before the cutoff. And by doing this, you get some extra hearts. If you go after 8 o'clock or before 7 o'clock, it says now's not the right time, or now's not the time. So if I try to eat again, these guys are still eating, but if I try to eat, it says now's not the time. So this is the basement. Didn't cover off in the video because there was so much. I didn't want to make the video too long, but this is kind of like the ledger area. This is where you can collect all your Critterpedia.
そういえば
Again, I'm going to skip this because I can.
さてと
But there you go. You get all the different seasons.
あのねへえそれでね
along with all the crop. So again, it's because it's such a farming game, you get to see your output, what you plant, what you sell. So there you go, you got the ledger, you got your bug, fish and crop handbook. You also get a cookbook, a star atlas, which I haven't covered off yet actually, and a gallery. I presume you can take photos.
それでね
So there you go, play field, some of the stuff that we needed to get done.
あのねそれでねよろしくね
So Jan, you owe yourself a Christmas present and this might be it.
あれあのねよし
So you can see off over here to the left, you've got 3 fish tanks and 3 bug cages. So you can catch the bugs and put them in here and keep them as pets.
あのねそれでねありがとう
So there you go, you can take some photos. I don't know how you take photos yet. With time camera. I don't think I've got the time camera yet.
あ
Now,
のね
Nobi's eyes attracted to that thing in the very corner, which looks like a telephone box.
えへん
So I don't know if that's like a time changer. So can you go back in time in the game and then do something again? I've just seen it more as a to view past events. You can also use it to rename your farm or pet. So if you ever decide, unlike Animal Crossing, if you want to change your island name, you can't do that. You can change it, and you can change your pet names as well. So yeah, there's bugs here, 3 of which you can feed them snacks. Let's jump in there. So yeah, as the story progresses, you get to relive some stuff, and you can see there's quite. Oh, there we go. There's general store. Actually, I didn't move over that far. So you got the carpenter, tackle shop. So anything you skip in theory can be replayed. Yes, that's the name of the anime. Now, I didn't get a chance. I meant to go and buy some crops. But what I might do is I'm going to sleep the night and wake up tomorrow morning. So there we go, you get to sleep.
おやすみ
So not bad, almost $1,000. So the day starts at around about 6 o'clock in the morning.
やあ、どうかな。大丈夫。よかった。でもね。
So there you go, you get an explanation as to how to get some extra energy. You can nap during the day as well. But you get a new heart replenished every hour that you sleep.
すごいよ。あのね。はーい。
So you can press plus to have a have a nap. You can't nap after 6 o'clock. You can sleep before and wake up after 4 o'clock, sorry. But you can't initiate a nap after 4. So yeah, if I decided to, I could take a nap. I don't need to because I've got full hearts. But let's take some farming activity. Let's water our stuff. Collect some of this business. Again, the first thing I noticed were these rocks. I thought I could just pick them up straight away, but you need to break them down, just like the sticks. Grab some of the weeds. Again, some of the things that you go behind the tree, it sort of shades away. It changes the opacity of the tree so you can see behind. Oops. So let's break a few more things. So the mistake that I made when I played this first time through was I cleared this completely before I needed things. I might just switch off the other thing in the very corner there, in case it's bothering you. Alright, there we go. Clear screen. So yeah, as I was saying with the tool belt, you can use the main hotkeys, so the 4 different spots, but you can mix it up. So if I look at this now, so my hoe is at the very bottom, and then I've got the hammer, then I've got the watering can. So I could hit the down direction button and then press right to switch. So you can kind of have the best of both worlds. So quick access, I can quickly switch by using the directional buttons on the left. So what I want to do today is actually get some seeds and plant some extra bits to get my... Let's have a look at the to-do list. So we need to harvest any crop for 5. So there's 5 there, but it will take a few days for that to come to fruition. So I'll get rid of some of this stuff in my pocket. And what I might do is keep some of this for storage. So this is going into my storage box rather than the shipping area. So it's all here. So this is kind of like your shed in Animal Crossing. I'll just quickly catch some fish before the shops start to open around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So there's a little fish. So unlike Animal Crossing, the rumble doesn't happen until it actually bites. So you'll hear it bite and you'll see it bite with a little float. but it doesn't buzz in your hands until the very end. We're just waiting on that fish to appear. One of them will go a darker color. And if it doesn't, there's one. So we've got another carp, was it? So I'll do one more. So glad you're liking the game there, Chuck. There it is, fish has appeared. Almost missed it. Oh, it's the black bass. Alright, so let's ship some of this off. So see there, we've got almost a 5-star black bass, which is worth 220. We've got the crucian carp and the carp, varying in price. And you've got the cherry salmon, which from memory in the Animal Crossing game is worth more than that. So let's head off to the town. So the trophy music sounds almost identical to when you catch a wild Pokemon in Pokemon Go. So this is your friend, he's going off to his work. So what I might do is, let's buy ourselves a sheep. Or actually, let me know, what should I buy first? What should we buy? Cow, sheep, chicken, or alpaca? So what I'll do is I will put a poll. So what should we buy first? Chicken, sheep, cow, or alpaca? Alright, so there you go. There's a poll active. I'll come back to the shop in a second. I'm going to head off to the mine area so we can grab ourselves a pickaxe. Because again, I didn't do this until far later in the game, which unlocks some ability to upgrade your tools. So this is the mine area. Again, I didn't discover this until later, but this is the blacksmith. So there we go, question marks again, until we know who this person is. He's the smithy. So I won't necessarily sit through all of this dialogue because you get to enjoy it if you do get the game, but it's very rich in info. So this is another animal type, or another species. So this is a Dogan, which is kind of like the Zelda Gorons. So we've got two people voting for alpaca in the chat. The poll says, so far, alpaca seems to be a favorite. So I won't go through this. I'll let you enjoy this in your own time, but you get to see and learn about this man's son. Because they're so big, he ends up giving you a pickaxe, which is his son's toy one, and being so big of a person, it's more than big enough for you. Alright, so there we go. I think, did he say to... Did he give it to us, or do we have to go back for it? I think we have to go back for it. Alright, so we get a quick tutorial on how to use... Oh. What's in my... Now, this is one thing that you can't do, I don't think. Divvy up. I don't want to discard it. But let's quickly come back to this. So my pockets are full. Surprise, surprise. So I guess someone voted sheep. I'm guessing that would have been Jan. Chuck. Alright, as we go back to our farm, let's see if we can buy what you guys voted for, which is an alpaca. So, I'm going to name this one Cyrus. So that's it. So whenever you buy a new animal, you do get a tutorial of how to do this. So she explains about the food and how you can shear them and that you need to push them out every day and put them back in, otherwise they get sick. I'll spare you that. Alright, so there we go. So we've got some fodder as well, and whilst we're here, let's talk to her to grab some extra stuff. So let's buy some tools. So we need to buy a brush to brush our alpaca and our cattle. At least this sends you to your storage box. Let's buy a clippers while we're at it. And we'll save on the milker for now. We'll probably need some fodder soon, so let's grab a few of those. And apparently we need some animal treats. Alright, let's go back to... Again, you can't time travel to different areas, you do have to walk it. I think with time you do unlock a horse, which makes it a bit faster, I hope. But yeah, the start of the game is a slow progression as you learn the town. So now, I don't need the seeds. Actually, let's plant some of those seeds. I want to try this divvy up option. Select amount to divvy up and leave. Oh, what did that do? So let's change the tool. We'll go back to the seeds. Got some more turnips. So let's put this in our storage. And we don't need the sky over yet, so I'm going to move this off. Sorry, Chuck, maybe the next day. Actually, we should have our alpaca. Let's go and see him. Let's go and see Cyrus. So there he is. And yes, it can be a little bit tedious to have to do this, but you grab and hold them. You rotate them as you push them out, and out you go, Cyrus. So now he gets some sunshine and feels better. And I bought the brush, which I won't use yet, but you can brush them as well. Because apparently there's competitions. So you can take your favorite... Oh, there's a bug. So the way the bugs work is you sort of creep up to it to the point where it's close enough.
Yeah.
So we're off to grab the pickaxe. Oh, what are you doing here? Alright. So this is one of the mines we haven't gone to yet, so you get transported straight away so you can learn how to use this tool. Again, I'll skip. So yeah, you dig away to the ground. There's certain ones that you can't dig. So in essence, you've got this, what is it, 8x8 grid? Holla, can you have my Christmas present? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 by 7. And so you can use your pickaxe here. And one of these 49 spots will go deeper, one level deeper. So here I'm collecting some ore, all of which is very good resource. You can sell it or use it. The copper ores you can use to upgrade your tooling. Now at the moment I'm looking for... So there we go. So we can go down. The deeper you go down, the more... oops, sorry, switch tool. Oh, there we go. So we get to go down again. This is great. So see these ones here, I can't hit these, it's too hard. So you need to upgrade your tool. So it's a way of self-pacing you. Oh, a fern fossil. I've got too many things. Alright, so we can always come back, but the lower you go, the richer the resources are. So you can start getting gold and silver and... So we're going to head back and see if we can eat with our family, our friends, to get some more hearts. So you can see that the graphics themselves aren't linear, so it'll change perspective every so often. There's a new bug. Ah, can't collect it, too many things. And you can chop things through the town as well. So you can see the perspective changes a little bit. So it's really, really relaxing. Now, I believe it's before 2 o'clock, so I'm going to head straight inside. So you can see everyone's starting to come into the house now. They're coming in for lunch. Oh, now's not the time? Why can't I eat? Maybe I'm too late. Maybe it's 1 o'clock. I'll wait till 2 o'clock. I'll quickly snooze off a little bit. Oh, welcome to the live stream, Teet. So just wait a few more game minutes. Waiting for that to hit the 2 o'clock mark. I think they'll probably get up and leave by that stage, which I think I've already missed my lunch break. No, can't do it. They're too busy eating. So we can pick anywhere and just nap. So let's nap until... So let's get rid of some of this stuff. Oh, whilst I got the fodder, I've got to go and feed poor Cyrus. I'm going to store this away. Oops, no. I don't want to put it into the crate. So you can leave as much of this fodder as you want. Each one of these troughs is enough food for one day. Now, I haven't for sure figured out whether this is right. But I think this is sort of like a self-feeder. So I can put all of it there. And I don't know for sure whether or not once these 5 days goes up, whether or not they start eating out of this. I don't think we've... There you go. So we visited His Fizzle Park for the first time. So there's a big fossil. I think I'm still learning my way as to how to get up to there. What is this again? Oh no, Jan's just made a purchase. Oh, what does this say? Strong winds. Okay. Oops, not this way. I'm trying to find my way back to the mines. Which I thought I was going the right way, but... Oh, there we go. Quivering Peak. So what'd you buy, Jan? Did you get the pack? Alright, so back to the mines. We're going to make the most of this day. One of the tips for this is the holes that dig down to the next levels down are generated on each day, which I might do a video on. So if you want to game it, you can save it at each level. Find where the hole is, dig it so that you can go right to the bottom. I'm looking for the next hole down. I mean, any ore that we collect is a bonus, but if we can get deeper in the mine... There we go. The bundle feels like a better deal. Ooh, we got some more fossils. Oops. So we're looking for a new... I don't know what you're supposed to do with those fossils. Are they good selling value? I'll find out. Come on, looking for a new hole. Silver. Some more fossils. Too many things. So these are worth 80. Out of interest, Jan, what does that set you back in US dollars for the pack? Because I think you get the 3 DLC. Yes, teeth, full pockets. I needed bigger pockets. It'll cost me 3,000 to get more pockets. Actually, how much money have I got? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but you can probably hear the owl. Oh, sorry, we're back. It's like this looks familiar. Oh, let's put Cyrus back in. In you go, Cyrus. We don't want you to get sick. Oh, and we just missed dinner. I could have got us some extra hearts. Put that away, put that away. I'm going to sell these things here for the next day. So I've got empty pockets. Now is it this way? Mingle Creek. Northwest. I think I went the wrong way. There we go. Quivering Peak. So $5.99 instead of $4.99 and 2 DLC. 2 seed sets. Ah, there it is. Alright, so this is mine B3. This is, I think, the furthest I've been down, so if we can get another level down, that'll be awesome. So there you go. So 5 out of 10 hearts, you get a little reminder to say, hey, I'm getting tired. Got some silver. I mean, I can't necessarily lose here. I'll be able to get... I wonder if I'm limited to getting to the bottom level. It looks like you are. So you need to upgrade your tools before you can go any further down. Having said that, let's go up. We may as well mine the rest of the day so we can get all we can from this level. So Poofy, do you think the top tier of package for Dreamlight Valley is worth it? I didn't get into Dreamlight Valley. I wasn't sure if it was going to be... I mean, I like Disney, but I wasn't sure if I could get into it. So I think, Jan, I'd be very curious, given that you've been playing Dreamlight, so I'd be curious to see what you think of this versus that, now that you've got them both. And I'm going to go forward in time in a moment, Poofy, to show you what you can do with the designs, which I meant to do before. Alright, I'm going to go to the very end of this day, almost out of all energy. One more. So I'm going to play for a few more minutes, guys, because it's getting brunch time here in the household. So I'm going to go to sleep one last time for this stream, and then head to the next day and see if we can show you, just to give you a glimpse of that, Poofy, for what you can get.
Yep.
Yeah, I think from memory the packs are just cosmetic items. The rest of the game is the same, in terms of Dreamlight. So we'll sell off some of this stuff. I'll keep some of this other stuff for another day. I don't think I need these bits yet. So this is really cute as well. Depending on what time you go to sleep, your other characters will go to sleep before you. This one is creepily got his eyes open, or maybe not.
Oyasumi.
I think if I've got enough money, I'm going to see if I can get the bigger pockets. So this is the progression to the story. This is where Doraemon is looking for stuff. He's looking for the ship because he's feeling guilty. He's worried about Nobi's parents. So I'll give you the lowdown. He can't find it. Watch the video. If you haven't already, please do watch the video and let me know what you think. Alright, so we'll progress through this. So you find the Disney characters annoying. Especially Donald Duck. So each time you water them, it depends on which day they're growing on. So you'll see some of these will grow. The plus sign. So you can see one of the hail bays has been eaten. So I think someone did confirm, was it Chuck said that it was on, was available on Steam, if you do have Steam access. So I don't know if it's any cheaper.
Yeah.
How much money have I got? Only 1,000. Get out, llama. It's an alpaca. Oh, extra low prices. Let's go. Let's go. Let's buy some seeds. Some turnips we've got. Let's buy some strawberries as well. I'll buy 3. And some peas. The Steam Deck is very expensive. I don't know what it's like in the States, but I considered getting it, but it's just crazy expensive. Oops, went the wrong way. So I'll quickly show you what's going on with the decor situation. What did he say? I don't know where these people are off to. Is their shop closed on Wednesday? Oh, so they're closed on Wednesday. Sorry, Poofy. It's their day off. So we'll see if we can find this other area I wanted to quickly show you before we wrap up.
Ohayo.
So there you go, Wednesdays, and for both the live, so you can see here that the little girl Mary, so this is your friend Sue. She's open on Wednesdays. Maybe it was Thursdays she's closed. Thursdays, yeah. So I'll try and commit that to memory. I've learned out the hard way that they're closed on the Wednesday. Yeah, so there you go. So this is visiting the... It's a completely different perspective. It's kind of like a follow, and then it transitions from this to sort of like a sideways movement. But it gives that parallax effect. And you can also go into the fields and collect things in here too. So occasionally you'll see little glowing dots. There's one. And this area here is Hullabaloo Square. Hullabaloo. So it's completely barren right now, but every so often they have a community fair. So right now it's just empty. But the whole town comes here and does little things like whether it's a fishing tournament or a horse. There's a horse event, which I haven't got a horse yet. And there's also a shooting event, which is the first one. So I'll go over to the town and show you what the stuff is. So you get to enjoy this a second time, and it's different every time you come through depending on the time of the day. So nighttime really gives a really cool vibe. So yes, I'd be leaning on you guys onto what is like Stardew. I haven't played it, so I think someone mentioned before that this is a mix between Animal Crossing and Starview. Star Valley? Star Valley? So one thing I'm very, very curious about is whether or not, because I've started this now effectively 20 days after my first account. So if I check the notice board, why can't I read it? Say hi at the orchard. You can say hi to the clinic. Let's get a few ticks on the board.
Hi. Oh yeah.
So this is the clinic. This is where you can get medicine or elixir to increase, in theory, your number of hearts, so your energy levels for the day.
Oh. そうだ。ついてきて。
じゃあお薬ありがとうございます。
So Jan, you couldn't get into Stardew because of the pixely graphics, which is fair enough. Some people like that. This is, like you say, probably a good mixture between the
どうぞ。
watercolors of this game, so it's a bit smoother and a little bit more pleasing on the eye.
僕のびのびた。ルルよ。よろしく。
So this here, Marley, is the wife of the fishing man.
僕はステリーさん
Alright, so we
Let's
skip through all this.
そうステ
Again, you get to hear the awesome voice acting of the different actors for these characters.
のび太くんはステリー飼っている
動物
困った
困った
Alright, I'm gonna skip.
また来るよ
Another achievement. So I'll leave that for another time to visit. That's the castle. Alright, so before we finish, let's how much money have we got? Oh, am I just short?
いらっしゃいませ
Is a sheep too much? Oh, it's 400. Chicken? Oh, we can buy a chicken. Sorry, Chuck. Let's call this one... Again, every time you buy a new animal, you get an instruction. The eggs will, the chickens will lay eggs as well, which again you can use it for recipes or selling off. Let's skip. So, got our first chicken. I think she'll give us some free feed. So what I might do is I'm going to quickly feed our chicken, say hello to it, and finishing up for the day. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know in the chat as well if you'd be keen to seeing more of this. If you haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe. Most of you already have subscribed. But if you haven't yet hit the like button, please do. It helps this get seen by other people, so if they're not already subscribers, they might hopefully become one, so it might create that spread. So let's put in the chicken feed. There you go, Pok Pok. So we can talk to Pok Pok. You're looking great. If they're not feeling great, they'll have little lightning bolts over the head, and it'll tell you when they're sick. Say hi to Reese again. Oh, sorry, Cyrus in this one. That doesn't look quite right sometimes, but you know what? I don't want to grab it, I want to talk to him. Maybe you can only talk to them inside. Let's see, what else have we got? Let's sell off some of this stuff. And we'll quickly grow some, let's plant some seeds. You can build fences around this as well, I believe. So we've got grass seeds. So just switching over to some grass for now. If you're wondering, you can change this over to be different, to move these things around once you get certain in the game, so you don't have to apparently it's quite easy to move these things around, so once you find a pattern that works and you can put fencing around it. So we're out of water, let's go and grab some water. Jan, I hope you enjoy playing your Christmas present. Thanks for joining. Hope you got something out of it. And yeah, if you haven't already, please do leave a comment on this video as well as liking it for this stream. Just to give me some feedback on whether you'd like to see this again. So once I've finished here, I'll wrap it up there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is Alexi Giovani signing off. And until next time, see ya.